Good morning. Please stand for the singing of the national anthem and remain standing for the invocation, which will be sung by Schola Cantorum, conducted by Dr. Stephen Caldwell of the Department of Music.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free
You may be seated. Members of the Board of Trustees, honored guests, graduates, and friends of our graduates, welcome to the 32nd Fall Commencement. We are here to honor individuals who have completed the requirements for degrees that we confer as a university. This is the most satisfying event in the life of a university. Today we acknowledge the work of the faculty, the achievements of our students who are graduating today. More than 1,900 students have applied for a degree on our campus this fall, so congratulations. Our governing board is composed of 10 distinguished citizens of Arkansas. I'm pleased to introduce some members of the Board of Trustees who are with us today. May I request that you hold your applause until all have been presented. First, Mr. Mark Waldrop of Morrow, Chair of the Board. Mr. John Goodson of Texarkana, Vice Chair. Mr. Tommy Boyer of Fayetteville. Ladies and gentlemen, the University of Arkansas Board of Trustees. Mr. Waldrop, Chair of the Board of Trustees, will now bring you greetings.
Thank you, Chancellor. Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the University of Arkansas System, I bring greetings this morning, and to you graduates here, I bring congratulations. The board is pleased to congratulate you on this milestone that you have reached. As I contemplated what I might share with you in about 2 minutes this morning that might be some use to you, I was reminded of the words of a great statesman in history who said, "Success can be found at the crossroads of preparation and opportunity." Graduates, this morning, I congratulate you because for the most part, for many of you, your preparation is done. And now, today, as you go off down that avenue to seek your opportunity, if I could share with you one thing, I think it would be this: to caution you that that opportunity may not appear as you expect it to appear. I can almost assure you that that opportunity will not be emblazoned on a street sign. And I can almost assure you that that opportunity will not be gift wrapped with a ribbon and a bow and presented to you. In fact, I can almost assure you that that opportunity will not resemble opportunity at all. And in fact, it may resemble an obstacle to be overcome, a problem, or an adversity. All this sounds terribly challenging, but it's really good because you have prepared. Because of the preparation that has brought you here today, you stand ready to meet that adversity and to extract opportunity from adversity. Successful people are able to extract opportunity from less than perfect circumstances. I commend you for your arrival at this point today, and I can tell you that with great anticipation, we stand anxious to witness the many adversities that I know you will meet head on, the opportunities that you will create for yourselves, and the many successes that you will enjoy. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the University of Arkansas System, I wish you good luck and Godspeed. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair Waldrop. We are also very honored to have with us Dr. Donald R. Bobbitt, President of the University of Arkansas System, who will also bring you greetings.
Thank you, Chancellor. One of the real privileges of my position as president is that I'm able to attend many such ceremonies each December and May. I find each one to be very meaningful and memorable, and I want to thank you, our most recent graduates and the faculty, for allowing me to share today with you. As Chancellor mentioned, I bring heartfelt greetings and congratulations from across the University of Arkansas system. It's indeed an honor for me to serve the system in this position, and I'm thankful to the members of the Board of Trustees for their selfless service to the state. We're very proud of your accomplishments for having arrived at this important milestone in your lives, but there's another group I would like to acknowledge for their role in your education. So on behalf of my faculty colleagues across the University of Arkansas system, I'd like to offer our thanks to your families, your friends, other important supporters who have helped you to this point in your academic careers. I know you'll join me later in thanking them for all they've done to assist you in securing your education. I want to acknowledge the very strong sense of personal discipline and initiative it took for you to arrive at this point. I know in this room are many who have faced almost insurmountable obstacles in their time here, may have included the demands of family, a job, the care of themselves and others, and even personal illness. And yet, in spite of these obstacles, here you are, the record of accomplishment that places you in a graduating class of 2018. The reason why I attend so many ceremonies and I'm lifted up at them is because I'm reminded by you of the resilient nature of the human spirit. So congratulations, and thank you for inspiring me. Graduation today places you, as you know, in very select company, both in the state and nationally. And your efforts represent great accomplishment. The very heart of your degree or certificate is a dynamic of thought and creativity that's prepared you well to face the challenges that await you when you leave this institution. Your education here did not prepare you just for your first job. It prepared you for every job you are ever going to have. And those jobs will be an environment of constant change. Recently, I heard Richard Miller, president of the Walton College of Engineering, give a talk at a national meeting. As he sat last May on the Diaz and watched his graduates come across the stage, he made note of the jobs that they were going to take upon leaving the institution. And what was startling to him was that the most common jobs that his graduates were going to take did not exist when those graduates were freshmen. In fact, the Institute for the Future predicts that 85% of the jobs that today's students will do in 2030, just short 12 years from now, do not exist at this time. This is a very provocative statement, but consider the now mainstream careers that didn't exist just a few years ago: drone operator, social media manager, app developer, cloud computing engineer. The world changed while you were in school, while they were in school. And in fact, this trend will continue. The change is occurring at an ever-increasing rate. As Charles Darwin reminds us, it's not the strongest that survive, not the most intelligent, but those that can best manage change. And because of your education here, you are superbly prepared to thrive in this dynamic environment. In past years, a survey of the most important and significant problems facing society showed that they could be easily characterized within well-defined disciplinary boundaries. But that doesn't resemble in any way the situation today, where we must confront a changing climate, challenge to feed a growing worldwide population on less land, political strife, war and conflict, economic disparity across the globe, and now human genetic engineering. In each case, to understand the problem requires knowledge and thinking skills that transcend the traditional disciplines. Such understanding draws, or demands that we draw, upon multiple sources of expertise in order to produce workable solutions. Your studies in this great institution have focused on providing you with a broader view offered by history, philosophy, the arts, the social sciences, economics, technology, to name just a few. Your studies in this wonderful institution have also provided you the opportunity to search for truth, to understand intellectual challenge and honesty, and to be exposed to the very best ideas, both of the past and present. And most importantly, you've been given the skill to understand, to learn, to interpret, and to respond with intellectual flexibility, independent of the challenge before you. These are the skills that have prepared you well to face this changing environment. So in the weeks ahead, as you contemplate your time here at this institution, I hope you remember the faculty who were instrumental in your education and take the time to let them know they made a difference. And second, I ask that you remember the help and assistance that brought you to this place at this time. And you get back to this institution as you can to pave the way for those that will follow. Very few of us can honestly say that we have done this alone, but rather we stand on the shoulders of others. Join the Alumni Association, support your alma mater and its programs when possible with your time, your talents, your service, and eventually your resources. So thank you again for giving me the opportunity to share this very memorable day with you, and congratulations again for a job very well done. I know I speak for this entire faculty when I say we're proud of your accomplishments to date, but what really excites us is to learn more about you as you leave your mark on your profession and on society. Thank you again, and congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Bobbitt. And at this time, I'm pleased to introduce several members of the university's administration and our faculty. Again, please withhold your applause until all of the introductions are made. First, from the University of Arkansas System Division of Agriculture, Dr. Mark Cochran. And from our campus, Fran Hagstrom, Chief Marshal and Bearer of the Mace, Associate Professor of Rehabilitation, Human Resources, and Communication Disorders. Dr. Jim Coleman, Provost and Executive Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. Major Richard Lavery, representing the University of Arkansas Air Force ROTC. Lieutenant Colonel Elias Otoshi, representing the University of Arkansas Army ROTC. And Ms. Brandy Cox, Executive Director and Associate Vice Chancellor of the Arkansas Alumni Association. We're also very fortunate to have with us Ms. Diane Bowles. She will interpret for persons with hearing impairments. Please join me in recognizing these participants in today's ceremony. Before we begin conferring degrees, I'd like to share a few final thoughts with you. First and foremost, congratulations to you, your family, and to everyone celebrating this great achievement with you today. I hope you've had some time to savor the moments in the days and the weeks ahead. As always, I try to put myself in your shoes as you transition into an entirely new phase in your career. On one hand, they seem to be pretty comfortable shoes. You're getting a degree from a great university, maybe even an advanced degree, which means you're well on your way to a healthier, a happier, and a more financially secure life. It's been a bumpy year, but overall the economy is doing well and unemployment is low. So I think your immediate job prospects are pretty good, which is always very reassuring. But on the other hand, those shoes might pinch in a few places. As our midterm election showed, we're living in perhaps the most political, divisive era since the Vietnam War. Tensions are high. We've also got some big issues on the radar, including income inequality, increasingly dire warnings about climate change, and if people like the late Stephen Hawking are to be believed, even the threat of an artificial superintelligence taking over our lives. It's enough to keep you up at night. But I came across a quotation recently that puts some of this in perspective, I think. And I'd like to share it with you, and I quote, "We are unsettled to the very roots of our being. There isn't a human relation, whether of parent and child, husband and wife, worker and employer, that doesn't move in a strange direction. We don't know how to behave when personal contact and eternal authority have disappeared. There are no precedents to guide us, no wisdom that wasn't made for a simpler age. We have changed our environment faster than we can change ourselves." That quote sounds like it could have been written this morning to describe disruptive new technologies in the world we find ourselves in. But in fact, it comes from the book Drift and Mastery by Walter Lippmann, written in 1914. Yes, 1914, more than 100 years ago. Lippmann at that time was testifying to the dizzying pace of industrialization, urbanization, and the outbreak of World War I. But the sentiment seems timely, particularly that last line, "We have changed our environment faster than we've changed ourselves." And he didn't mean the environment in the ecological sense we think of it, but much more as the sociological and economic sense. That is, the context of human interactions. You certainly hear people voicing the similar concerns today, particularly in regards to online culture and its impact on how we interact in real life, or IRL, I think as many of you here are fondly of saying. But to me, all this speaks to the larger truth. Times are always changing, seemingly too quickly, and there's always challenges looming on the horizon for each generation to face. I myself went to college at the tail end of the Vietnam era, at which time the Cold War was an existential threat, particularly the ominous specter of nuclear war between the Soviets and the US. There were some scary moments, but we got through it. And I remain optimistic we will work through our current and future problems, though I don't want to trivialize them in any way. For example, issues like climate change are going to be toughies. And all the same, I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic because pessimism and despair are no help at all. They've never solved a problem that wasn't going to be solved by time anyway. Pessimism didn't cure polio. Pessimism didn't fuel the civil rights movement. Pessimism didn't get the Apollo 13 crew back or win women the right to vote in this country. What did was hard work, ingenuity, and I might add, optimism. But more importantly, and what speaks to the reasons we're all here today, is that whatever the challenges our society or our planet face, I firmly believe education is and always will be the answer. And put another way, the solutions to today's problem almost certainly reside with you, our brightest, our best trained, and our most gifted citizens. You are the way forward for our society and our best hope of prevailing over major challenges that we're facing. You're the ones who will create businesses and enterprises based on innovative technologies and new breakthroughs. You're the ones who will provide leadership, energy, and enthusiasm for change and public policies that advance social justice. You're the ones who will educate and shape the minds of the next generation, as well as attend to a graying generation of baby boomers. And as a member of that generation, I want to thank you in advance. You're the ones who will write the books and the articles that mold public opinion and design the buildings and materials needed for a more sustainable living. You'll create art that nourishes the mind and produce the food that nourishes the body. Year in and year out, a better future depends on the efforts of graduates just like you. I believe this with all my heart. I wouldn't be chancellor of this great university if I didn't believe in the power of education to solve problems, to increase empathy, improve lives, and bring people together in a shared purpose of our humanity. You have critical contributions to make in our ultimate goal to build a better world. So for all the things you will do in the years ahead, I thank you now, and I certainly look forward to seeing your accomplishments unfold. And before I go, I'd like to add just a few final words about the upside of a fall commencement. I know you can feel like you're a little out of step with your classmates and friends who graduated either last spring or next spring. So what I thought I'd do is give you my top 5 advantages for graduating in the fall. I've got 5 because, frankly, I couldn't think of 10. So quickly, here they are. Number 5, discounted commencement speaker helps to keep our tuition costs down. Number 4, more convenient parking. Oh, wait, never mind, scratch that one. Number 3, you can keep celebrating right through New Year's and nobody will care. Number 2, you get first crack at all the good jobs before everyone else graduates in the spring. And the number 1 reason to graduate in the fall, if necessary, mortarboards keeps the snow or the rain off. So there you go. There you have it. That's the truth. Good luck, and please accept my heartfelt congratulations. And now we're ready to really begin why we all came here. Just a reminder, photographs of the graduates are taken as they receive their diplomas, and proofs will be available online. Students, please return to your seats after crossing the stage and remain seated during the entire ceremony out of respect for and in honor of your fellow students. And now for the main event. We will confer degrees upon the graduates. Provost Coleman.
In presenting the candidates for degrees, each dean will present the candidate from his or her college or school, and you should feel free to scream wildly for your unit. After this is completed, candidates for all degrees will be asked to rise for the conferring of the degrees. Dean D.Q. Fields presents the candidates from the Dale Bumpers College of Agricultural, Food, and Life Sciences.
Dr. Coleman, the candidates whose name appear in the printed program under the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Agricultural, Food, and Life Sciences, Bachelor of Science in Human Environmental Sciences, are presented to you for the conferring of degrees by the talent-cultivating, highest-yielding faculty of the Dale Bumpers College of Agricultural, Food, and Life Sciences. Thank you.
Dean Peter McKeith presents the candidates from the Fay Jones School of Architecture and Design.
Provost Coleman, on behalf of the resilient, passionate, Promethean, multidisciplinary faculties of the Fay Jones School of Architecture and Design, I present to you the candidates whose names appear in the printed program under the degrees of Bachelor of Architecture, Bachelor of Landscape Architecture, Bachelor of Interior Design, and Bachelor of Science for the conferring of degrees.
Dean Todd Shields presents the candidates from the J. William Fulbright College of Arts and Sciences.
Provost Coleman, on behalf of the faculty in the J. William Fulbright College of Arts and Sciences, where we train famous poets, politicians, neuroscientists, rock stars, and everything in between. It is my pleasure to present the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Fine Arts, Bachelor of Music, and Bachelor of Social Work.
Dean Matt Waller presents the candidates from the Sam M. Walton College of Business.
Dr. Coleman, on behalf of the faculty who celebrate profitability and exhibit themselves increasing returns to scale, I present to you the names printed in the program for the degrees of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Bachelor of Science in International Business.
Dean Michael Miller presents the candidates from the College of Education and Health Professions.
Provost Coleman, in the behalf of the hard-working, dedicated, world-class teachers, scholars in the College of Education and Health Professions, the candidates whose names appear in the printed program under the degrees Bachelors of Science, Bachelors of Science in Education, and Bachelors of Science in Nursing are presented to you for the conferring of degrees.
Dean John English presents the candidates from the College of Engineering.
Provost Coleman, on behalf of the most committed faculty in the southeastern region of the United States, we're pleased to present to you the candidates for baccalaureate, master's, doctoral degrees in engineering and computer science as printed in today's program.
Dean Margaret Sova McCabe presents the candidates from the School of Law.
Good morning, Dr. Coleman. On behalf of the law faculty, and you may find this unusual, who without argument set the bar high, I move conferring Master of Laws degree and Juris Doctor on the students identified in today's commencement program. Thank you.
Dean Kim Needy presents the candidates from the graduate school.
Provost Coleman, those candidates for the master's degrees, the educational specialist, the Doctor of Education, Doctor of Nursing Practice, and Doctor of Philosophy degrees who have completed all of the prescribed requirements are recommended by the extremely dedicated and wicked smart graduate faculty to receive those degrees.
The candidates for all degrees, please rise. Chancellor Steinmetz, it is my greatest privilege to present these candidates to you. On behalf of our intellectually inspiring faculty and our intellectually inspiring, albeit irreverent deans, and myself, I recommend that degrees be conferred upon them as indicated on their diplomas.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Coleman. Upon the recommendation of the faculty, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree indicated on your diploma with all the rights and all the privileges and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated. We will now begin the recognition of our graduates, beginning with the hooding of our doctoral degree recipients. Dr. Coleman?
We will now recognize our doctoral graduates, recipients of our highest degrees. Doctoral graduates, will you and your major advisor please rise? Students, please hand your hood to your major advisor. And now, perhaps for the first time in your graduate career, turn your back on him or her. Major advisors, please hood your students. You may now congratulate your student. Would the audience join me in applauding our newest EDDs, PhDs, and DNPs? You may now take your seats. We will now begin the recognition of our graduates. First will be our doctoral degree recipients, followed by specialist degrees, master degrees, law degrees, and then to our undergraduates by college or school. Professor Kurt Rome, Professor John Clark, and Ms. Amanda Cantu will serve as our announcers.
Dean Kim Needy will now present the degrees for the graduate school. For the degree Doctor of Education, Andrew Kenneth Ashley, escorted by Ed Bingston. Sherry Betton Green, escorted by Ed Bingston. James Kevin Hancock, escorted by Ed Bingston. Jeffrey Daniel Hunt, escorted by Ed Bingston. Tremaine Williams, escorted by Karsten Schmidtke. John Richard Jones, escorted by Kit Kasarik.
Congratulations, good luck. Thank you.
Daniel J. Snyder, escorted by Kit Kasarik.
Congratulations, good luck.
Amanda Carol Lynn, escorted by Kit Kasarik. Kelly J. Manley, escorted by Kit Kasarik. Claire Tucker, escorted by Kit Kasarik. Rena Audrey Duell, escorted by John Pianowski. Anthony A. Longo, escorted by Jules Beck. For the degree Doctor of Nursing Practice, Alicia Marie Lockard, escorted by Susan Kane Patton.
Congratulations,
For the degree Doctor of Philosophy and Anthropology, Eric Jensen, escorted by Marvin Kay.
Congratulations, good luck. Thank you.
Keith Glenn Whitmire, escorted by Linda Kuhn.
Congratulations, good luck. Thank you. Marvin, good to see you. Thank you.
For the degree Doctor of Philosophy and Biology, Brenna Aaron Levine, escorted by David McNabb. Alan Dodd, escorted by Michelle Evans-White. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Cell and Molecular Biology, Adil Saber Al-Ogali, escorted by Billy Hargis. Hanan Al-Ismail, escorted by Ryan Tien.
Thank you.
Abdullah Kassab, escorted by Wesley Stites. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Comparative Literature, Anna Murda Hodgson, escorted by Dr. Louis Restrepo. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Counselor Education, Kendra Shoge, escorted by Aaron Popejoy. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Education Policy, Malachi Nichols, escorted by Jonathan Mills. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Engineering, Ali Adnan Mohammed Ali Al-Salman, escorted by Micah Hale. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Biology, Aditi Lele. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Engineering, Joseph Wayne Daniels III, escorted by Ernest Hamesfield. Akram Mohammed Al-Rojobi, escorted by Simon Ang. Scott Muller, escorted by Arun Nair.
Congratulations, good luck.
Bader Al-Harthi, escorted by Shu Qing Yu. Anjana Thoropadi Kittu, escorted by Michelle Bernhardt Berry.
We're going to send you one. Congratulations.
Jing Ying Zhang, escorted by Justin Chimka. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Entomology, Aaron Joseph Cato, escorted by Gus Lorenz. Beth Ferguson, escorted by Rob Weideman.
Congratulations, good luck.
Janithri Wikrama Nayaka, escorted by Fiona Goggin. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Health, Sport, and Exercise Science, Jamon Sun, escorted by Steve Ditmore. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Kinesiology, H. Abdullah Haddadi, escorted by Kathy Lurg. Kamyar Sardari. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics, Mohanid A. Abdul Sahib, escorted by Philip Harrington. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Microelectronics Photonics, Stephen Bowman, escorted by Joseph Herzog. Desalagan Tadesi Debut, escorted by Joseph Herzog. David Allen French, escorted by Joseph Herzog. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Physics, William Conk. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Plant Science, Jing Zhao, escorted by Ioannis Zanatanakis. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Poultry Science, Bishnu Adhikari, escorted by Young Min Kwan. For Barbara de Almeida Malman, escorted by Casey Owens. Lee Parrott, escorted by John Marcy and H.L. Goodwin. For the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Rehabilitation, Christopher Shane Brace, escorted by Brent Thomas Williams. Jennifer Davenport, escorted by Brent Thomas Williams. For the degree Education Specialist, Roberta L. Dawson. Teresa Mocha. Amanda Perry. Stephanie Summerford. For the degree Master of Accountancy, Kristen Michelle Bean. For the degree Master of Arts, Martha Anderson, diploma presented by Carolyn Allen, Dean of the Libraries. Ellen Eubanks. Catherine Ganung. Ayako Hirano. Emily Michelle Hoffman. Karen Pock. For the degree Master of Athletic Training, Malika Gideon. For the degree Master of Business Administration, Lizette Castillo. For the degree Master of Education, Tynesia Arnold Attaway. Damon Allen Aiken. Rafael Arcega Garcia. Kanisha Shea Adams. Elaine Belcher. Jalen Danielle Bennett. Cindy Beaver. Daisy Andrade. Jill Elizabeth Bowman. Jenna Cornelis. Blythe Eggleston. Casey Miller Eller. Samantha Fant. Tiffany Field. Cynthia Lynn Folsom. Elton Ford. Haley Forstoff. Amy E. Freeman. Amy Michelle Griggs. Ruth Lucille Harnish. Hazel D. Harris. Pamela Harrison. Christopher J. Cox. Christopher Johnson. Jenna Catherine Jones. Kendall Aaron Kruger. John Shaw McMahon. Anthony Middleton. Tammy Moore. Catherine Britton Osborne. Kevin Pietruska. Christy L. Pinkard. DeMarcus Javonta Rayford. Erin Nancy Reardon. Sarah Elizabeth Roller. Amy Ann Shell. Holly Gwen Stark. Meredith Lee Stewart. Jackson Tidwell. Tina M. Trammell. Anna Trigg.
Thank you so much. Thanks for
Christina Michelle Varnell. Paula Vasquez. For the degree Master of Information Systems, Jia Wee. For the degree Master of Music, Asher Perkins. For the degree Master of Science, Joseph Edward Belsky. Bob Tosh Kumar. Emily Elaine Boyers. Wagner Caligari Fagundes. Katie Lane Campbell. Linda Combs. Julia Conroy. Presley Morgan Darby. Kaylin Rebecca Dolly. Tyler Durr. Logan Pierce Estes. Andrew Farrell. Charlene Fields. April Felkins Foster. Olutoyin Frank Lawali. Lucas Austin Head. Brittany Huckabee. Chastity S. Hurst. Samantha Jenkins. Taylor Grace Johnson. Akshita Mishra. Ryan Owen. Naman Pathak. Ashley Dawn Peace. Mitchell Pruitt. Chelsea Rojas. Lindsay Rucker. Whitney Marie Sanders. Joshua Sarpening. Leslie Marie Smith. Katie Jo Stebbin. Whitney Marie Stone. Jacqueline Thompson. Jessica Tripp. David C. Tucker. John Leander Turner V. Venkateshwar Rao Vimulapalli. For the degree Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Gabriel Cook. Brian David Hillhouse. Caleb Lebo. Claire Louise Stewart. For the degree Master of Science in Electrical Engineering, David Manuel Carballo Rojas. Sudharsan Chinayan. Stephen Cummings. Michael Cole Durham. Edgar Ariel Escala Kalame. Siddhartha Kanumala. Kenneth Morty. Sushruth Gaud Perumala. For the degree Master of Science in Engineering, Mohammed Alam. Ronald L. Ashley II. Patton Conroy. John Havlicek. James Hugh McDaniel. Ruben Murillo. Kevin Nolte. Joseph R. Parker. For the degree Master in Environmental Engineering, Sanya Ajaz. For the degree Master of Science in Industrial Engineering, Murthy Babaraju. Laurie Lopez. For the degree Master in Mechanical Engineering, Marvin Manuel Arroyo. Cody Jackson Marbett. For the degree Master of Science in Nursing, Jamie L. Dimmick. For the degree Master of Science in Operations Management, Adi Bowler Adinunga. Amos Ajung Mujiki. Jason Glenn Bryant. Briley Marie Button. Sri Chintalapudi. Walter Christian Daner. Mark Shannon Evans. Melissa Elizabeth Foca. Aaron Jason Fox. Joy Gabriels. Austin Glavin. Moises Viaba Gonzalez. Cheyenne Caher. Jolinda Hott. Katie Lawson. Courtney Ann Long. Elizabeth Lynn Mitchell. Daniel J. Morris. Jason J. Mullins. Vijaya Bharati. Bonnie Oliver. Michael Rice. Jamarquez Rakeem Robinson. Natalie K. Tenzio. Jennifer Tran. Terry D. Tubbs, Jr. John Thomas Lee Updike. Alyssa Michelle Weil. Presenting the degrees for the School of Law, Dean Margaret Scova McCabe. For the degree Juris Doctor, Ryan Peavy. Dean DeQ Fields will now present the degrees for the Dale Bumpers College of Agricultural, Food, and Life Sciences. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Agricultural, Food, and Life Science, Andrew Ager. Jacob Bookout. Tanner Bratton. Jessica Brashears. Thomas Brown, Jr. Carmen Johns. Jeffrey Burnett. Michael Seth Busby. Jack Hamilton Carver. Brittany Nicole Craig. Lauren Crow. Valeria Quadros Bloch with high distinction. Brianna Daly with distinction. William DeLacy. Kyle N. Dobson. Brian Doss. Raymond Henry Etheridge III. Mason R. Ferguson. Quincy Gaw. Jennifer Jo Green. Tyler Hamilton. Carolee Stoss. Margaret Jean Joyce. Webb Marshall. Matthew Jason May with high distinction. Shay Ellen McCrary.
Thank you so much.
Jake McNulty. Jonathan David McVeigh. Michiyo Nishawaki, magna cum laude with honors distinction. Laura Elaine Parker. Sam Rainwater with distinction. Mary Crescent Sibon Morgan, cum laude with honors distinction. Zane Talon with distinction. Richard Throgmorton. Ansley Tipton. Sarah Townley, cum laude with honors distinction. Kiana Verheyen. Hannah Jean Welch. Walker White. Weston Wilkes. Emily Wong. Holly Wren with high distinction. For the degree Bachelor of Science in Human Environmental Science, Jennifer Sarah E. Alvarado Hernandez. Brooke Bates with high distinction. Bridget Ann Boggs. Brooke Morgan Burnside, cum laude with honors distinction. Olivia Connerow. Victoria Dahan. Kennedy Catherine Dam. Madeline Freeman, cum laude with honors distinction. Elizabeth Sue Ganung. Audrey Adele Georger with high distinction. Laura Gray. Molly Elizabeth Harvey with distinction. Nancy Hernandez. Hannah Hodges. Holly Hughes. Lindsay Jansen with high distinction. Evan Keene with highest distinction. Susan Ann Hart Crow. Taylor Cheyenne Lehman. Courtney Michelle Meeks. Abigail Margaret Miller. Parker Quinn Milner. Lynn Wynn. Sally Grace Overby with distinction. Jairus Porter. Kennedy Elise Rickard Macy, magna cum laude with honors distinction. Carly Riggin with distinction. Claire Robin with distinction. Katie Marie Robbs with distinction. Faith Shepard. Kaylee M. Sizemore with distinction. Delaney Nicole Smith. Karina Mayoral Soto. Allison Rose Storley. Jillian Ward. Elizabeth Jane Weir. Bailey Wiggins with highest distinction. Bailey Wilkins. Gordon Shong. Bailey Ann Zimmerman. Dean Peter McKeith will now present the degrees for the Fay Jones School of Architecture and Design. For the degree Bachelor of Architecture, Tommy Weisalers. Haruja Yamamoto. For the degree Bachelor of Landscape Architecture, Peyton Cook. Jacob Anthony Costello. Benjamin McGee with distinction. Waylon Mallycote. Jordan Tressie Pitts.
Dean Todd Shields will present the degrees for the J. William Fulbright School of Arts and Sciences. Blaze Albright. Cynthia Elizabeth Alvarado. Alexis Catherine Anderson. Clarissa Arcendino. Austin Arcus. Kelly Audrain. Sydney Ayers. Hannah Michelle Bagley. Kristen Baird. Haley Ball, diploma presented by Matt McIntosh, her father-in-law and chemistry professor. Sarah Barakat. Alexandria Jo Barrera. Dalia Bernitos. Christiana Baxter. Ashley Bellens. Dinah Benford. Andrew Best. Bailey Ray Bibb. Kimberly Belladou. Nicholas Tolstoy Bionde. Michael Blackston. Lane Blank. Garen Blankenship. Eric Bloomberg. Andrea Bollinger. Chicago Bonner. Britton Cole Boer. Ashley Ann Bradshaw. Brittany Brinza. Dustin Paul Brown. Taylor Burtis. Elizabeth Burgess. Cole Butler. Elizabeth Catherine Butler. Patricia Button. Courtney Funk Bird. Thomas Vincent Calderon. Alex Caldwell. Seth Campbell. Dominique Michelle Carter. Chatton Cato. Jared Cooper. Maria Ceballos. Heather Copeland. Lizette Amelia Cervantes. Carly Nicole Cowan. Josiana Chung Gum. Amanda Michelle Cranford. Monica Caesar. Kaylee Ray Crawford. Madison Dean Clark. Maria Cueva. Juliana Clipson with highest distinction. Ashley Chantel Cutright. Brianna Justin Cole. Kylie Coleman. Emily Dale. Terrell Collins. Mary Martha Darden. Christy Michaela Conway with honors. Natalie Davila. Terry Davis Beaupre, diploma presented by her husband Steve Beaupre, Fulbright College Associate Dean with high distinction. Natalie Joy Dela Cruz. Ruby Dean with honors. Lexi DeLeon. Dakota Rogers Damaris with honors. Jacob Denny. Christiane Deschong. Mackenzie Dupree. Yi Ding. Taylor Dinger. Taylor Childress Driggers. Tom Richard Dial with high distinction. Randall Todd Edwards. Miller Emmons. Wyatt John Espy. Sadie Furr. Benjamin Figueroa. Brandon Fishback. Natasha Freeman. Haruka Fushimi. Reginald LeBron Gamage. Edwin Garcia. Meredith Jeff Garner. Kalisha Laurel Garrett. Elizabeth Jane Gatlin. Catherine Geraci. Johnny Gibson Jr. Azelle Gonzalez. Lacey Elizabeth Graham. Riley Elizabeth Graham. Kia Grant. Eric Guzman. Wayne Honey. Jamie Nicole Hammond. Jonathan Reed Hand. Christopher Hauer. Bernadette Hayden. Julia Hightoff. Jared Henry. Drew Jared Herman. Alyssa Marie Holcomb. Cameron Hunter Hopper. Matthew House. Mallory Hughes. Bo Hunter. Brock Highland. Sarah Ann Emel. Ryan Leek Giroux. Kent Henry Joseph Johnson. John Burdine James. Michael Jensen. William Robert Johnson. Ashley Joe Jolly. Avery Jones. Destin Jones. Nicholas Alexander Jones. Rhea Simone Jones. Dakota Nathaniel Kalkstein. Casey Louise Kaufman. Amy Kyleman. Montana Craich. Jordan Blair King. Erica Kilmara. Taylor Klusman. Tiaha Yayava Kukinba. James Cribbs. Kelly Kraut. Connor Lane. Andrew Lee. Sherelle Lewis. A.B. Mabe. Justice Andrew Mack. Caleb Markovich. Sydney Ann Martin. Cameron Mason. McKaylin Mason. Tara Massey. Bailey Mathis. Melissa Mathis. Chloe Elise Matthews. Sarah Catherine McCarter with high distinction. Chandler Elizabeth McCrary. Deja Middleton. Natalie McKay. Eric McClelland. Angela McLemore. Liam McMahon with highest distinction. Grant Davis McQueen. Jordan McMeester. Addison Mikolos. Meredith Lanny Miller. Brittany Moody. Charles Andrew Mooney. Austin Morgan. Olivia Lynn Morgan. Christina Mullinax. Michael Muniver. Marisol Munoz. Kennedy Murphy. Taya Nash. T. Ann Nair. Robert Nichols. Alexander Nickel. Veronica Nieto. Emmanuel Nono. Cash Tyler Knuckles. Kelly Maxine O'Brien. Jennifer Ashley O'Connor. Christopher Oliver. Kaylin Oliver. Mason Oak. Angie Ortez. Bryant T. Overstreet with high distinction. Dina R. Owens. Catherine Diane Owens. Hyunji Park. Jane Ann Parsons. Tucker Partridge. Jessica Ann Senti. Catherine Penny. Blake Edward Phillips. Sydney Piper. Haven Dolores Prince. Morgan Pritchett. Brighton Redding. James Tyler Reynolds. Joshua Robertson. Eric Rodriguez Rowe. Jasmine Ross. Peter Ollier. Devin Sadowski. Courtney M. Bradley. Casey Sanders. Miku Setu. Caitlin Saylor. Alexis Brianna Schmilly.
What order you want up, okay? Congratulations.
So what's this one? What's that? Oh, chemistry preferred. Congratulations.
Alexis Scuteri. Catherine Serrano. Taeki Sibamota. Christina Sykes. Taylor Simmons. Autumn Lynn Smith. Kristen Fantasia Smith. Nathan Gregory Smith. Taylor Smith. Whitney Elizabeth Smith. Kelsey Snegus. Zenda Stab. Ellen Strigler. Stephen Zell Tate with high distinction. Anna Turlip. For the Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Natalie Thibodeau, diploma presented by Paul Thibodeau, her father and physics professor. For the Bachelor of Arts, Abigail Tomchuk. Sarah Trevini. Nicole Stanart. Tyler Varela. Allison Michelle Waddle. Emily Wagnon. Rachel Wagner. Sydney Walker. Lauren Waller. Kenneth Warden IV. Bailey Diane Watson. Ella Elizabeth Watson. Julie Danielle Watson. Thomas Joseph Wesley. Alexis Nicole White. Brittacia Oriana White, degree presented by Dean Todd Shields. Emily Wilkins with high distinction. Lloyd Clayton Williams. Maya Alexandra Williams. Claire Elizabeth Williamson. Chelsea Wingard with high distinction. Benjamin Wynn with high distinction. Maggie Wood. Julia Gates Wright. Abigail Young. For the Bachelor of Fine Arts, Kennedy Lynn Cox. For the Bachelor of Music, Corey Michael Swan with highest distinction. For the Bachelor of Science, Toyin Oyoko. Jared Baer. Austin Barris with high distinction, highest distinction. William Barnes. Kylie Chestnut. Aaron Chipman. John Connolly. Sarah Cornejo. Alicia Davis. Matthias Horatio Day. Jenna Dixon. Molly Dreyer. Elise Jane Diakovich. David Hunter Fugit. Brandon Geertz. Lydia Marie Hockey, cum laude. Hunter Neal Jones, diploma presented by Trustee John Goodson. Chandler Grant Kern, magna cum laude. Meredith Mackenzie Lee, diploma presented by her father, Larry Foley, chair of the School of Journalism. Jalen Lewis. Ann Zalak. Madeline May Love. Aiden McHugh. Guthrie McLean. Kamar Mawat. Richard Nicholas Pellegrino. Lemuel Reber. William Richardson. Octavia Manissa A. Role. Lacey Ann Rothrock. Anna J.C. Samples. Justin Sherrill. Chase P. Sparks. Luis Valverde Estrada. Travis Van Oltaluro. Danny Webb. Parker Vincent Wimberly. Noah Woolery. For the Bachelor of Science in Social Work, Samantha Joy Barnett. Shaniqua Nicole Dean. Molly Franz. Elizabeth Ashley Garris. Allison Gross. Britt K. Jordan. Crystal Kennedy. Asherelle Pence. Monica Vasiloff. Yvonne Etheridge Woods. Cassidy Woolery. Blake Youngdahl. Dean Mike Miller will now present the degrees for the College of Education and Health Professions. Bachelor of Science, Murphy Aycock. Andrew Bennett. John Boating Mensa. Erin Elizabeth Bradley. Kagan Bragg. Catherine Burris. Taylor Grace Clark. Ellie Curley Strauss, diploma presented by her father, math professor Chaim Goodman Strauss. Clifford Dale Curtis II. Amanda Kathleen Diver. Emily Ellis. Blake Emerson. Mattingly Fallon. Brittany Renee Fields with high distinction. Rebecca Fitzpatrick. Tyler Folsom Hill. Evan Armand Forte. Kylie Gamble. Alice Gardner. Buster Gary. Allison Hall with high distinction. Crystal Lynette Hall. Kelsey Hall. Brittany Danielle Harper. Catherine Joy Harvey with high distinction. Jennifer Nora Hesse. Kaya Haguchi. Derek Lynn Hill. Caroline Elizabeth Hooper. Colton Jackson. Keaton Johnson. Alex Jones. Taylor Ray Kukachik. Hannah Marie Kroll. Caitlin Lawrence. Lauren Kate Ruff. Spencer John Lundquist with highest distinction. Lynn Twee Mock. Morgan Blaze Mallory. Blake Andrew Marshall. Eric Alexander Mason Holmes. Madison Marie Mattingly. Savannah Jordan McClure. Logan McClough. Jalen Merlick. Taylor Nicole Miller. Malika Monk. James Ryan Moreland. Madison Grace Morgan. Preston Murphy. Tristan Lee Oakley. Juliet Obiora. Natalie Page O'Neill, summa cum laude. Kristen Page. Maxwell Parker. Hallie Faith Peeler. Michaela Elizabeth Ray. Jacob Rettmeyer. Alec Roberts. Taylor Robinson. Tiffany K. Robinson with high distinction. Fabiola Rodriguez. Andrew Rono. Hannah Margaret Ross. Callie Sassaman, Kara Scott, Savannah Holgram Seals, Monica Sexton, Renee Macy Rocamontes, Garrett Smith, Lauren Michelle Smith, Sarah Taha, Stephen Patrick Terleski, Brooklyn Utley, Leslie Jo Watkins, David Andrew Wingfield. For the Bachelor of Science in Education, Bailey Anderson, Caroline Sophia Appleby, Emily Alexandra Snodderly, Crystal Dean, Arthur Gentry, Shane Gottschalks, Cassandra Hernandez, Sierra Dawn Hibden, Tyler Lothian, David Grant Parks, Floridama Martinez, Malcolm Ramming, Carrie Mae Sparks, Leah Tripp, Aubrey Sheridan Whitehead, Stacy Willinger. For the Bachelor of Science in Nursing, Jill Nicole Adamson, Jesse Alonzo, Aubriella Banks, Rebecca Page Benande, Thomas Bonacera, Kathleen Nicole Bottoms, Jessie Michelle Bolin, Caitlin Brooks, Tanya Brown, Allison Louise Burr, Jared Cahoon, Lindy Canal, Nicole Capdevilla, Taylor Lynn Carr, Abigail Grace Childers, summa cum laude, Clara Cahoon, magna cum laude, Trevor Connor with high distinction, Chase Marie Depew with high distinction, Blake Dixon, Emily Ray Dixon with high distinction, Brooke Eccles, Lindsay Elizabeth Eckert, Kristen Elridge, magna cum laude, Lizzie Estes, Shelby Elizabeth Everett, Lindsay Fodricek, Ashlyn Lynn Lee Ferguson, Sarah Elizabeth Flippin, Lindsay Morgan Floyd, Jessica Foster, Steve Franco Acorta, Jenna Aaron Fulcher, Clara Elise Foose, Faith Marie Garrett, magna cum laude, Gay Gregg, Grant Gebhardt with high distinction, Elise Nicole Haggard, Caitlin Hamilton, Erica Danielle Hanley, Hannah Hassick, Molly D. Heath, Mackenzie Henson, Cassandra Hicks, Tina Horton, Alexis Catherine Jostrand, Peyton Jernigan, Charlene Knatzer, Katrina Kavakar, Angela Cara Kelly. Hunter Irene Kendall. Bryn Elise Yates Kirkland with high distinction. Corey Lynn Crowdigger with high distinction. Logan Cunnard. Miranda Elizabeth Lambert. William Lambert. Anne Marie Lang. Mary Lawrence. Hannah Lee. Elise Renee Lykin with high distinction. Emily Lowry. Kendra Mackey. Elise Macy. Adrienne Lee McDaniel. Megan Brianne McGill. Rachel McPherson. Virginia Joanne Mendoza. Christy Metzers. Drew Elizabeth Miller. Morgan Ashley Mitchell. Annie Montague with high distinction. Heather Aaron Morrell. Thomas Nance. Melissa Northington. Deborah Ogunupepo. Vivian Okeke. Shannon O'Neill. Haley Gabriel Orlando. Seth Shane Orr. Connor Catherine Otto, magna cum laude. Fallon Pagan. Emma Elizabeth Patrick. Sarah Evelyn Perkins. Amanda K. Pittman with highest distinction. Cheryl Potter. Madison Price. Isabel Ramirez. Amy Jo Ray. Kara Regan with highest distinction. Sonia Elena Reyes. Callie Robinson. Marin Daly Rogers. Emily Ann Rogers with high distinction. Madeline Cannon Ronan, high distinction. Laura Russell. Natalie Brooks Segura. Margaret Ann Shanks. Hannah Elizabeth Slicker with high distinction. Allison Suman with high distinction. Casey Sema with high distinction. Anna Olivia Taylor, summa cum laude. Madeline Terrell. Katie Tracy. Anna Elizabeth Turner with high distinction. Carly Weimer. Geneva Elise Wilson. Lindley Dawn Wilson with high distinction. Sydney Wright with highest distinction.
Dean John English will now present the degrees for the College of Engineering. The Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science, Lacey Davis with high distinction. Bachelor of Arts, Mackenzie Gossett. Bachelor of Arts, Jared Harden. Annabelle LaCrue. Drake Maltos. Michael Seck. Carlos Selva. John Shell. John Spikes. Bachelor of Science, Torrin Caldwell. Salvador Sanchez. Austin Willie. Bachelor of Science in Biological Engineering, Zachary M. Johnson. Andreas Cleveland. Martin Gonzalez Jaramillo. Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering, Christiana Alexis Jones. Anhu Nakanishi. Marco Rosa Piera Baker. Hilario Rodriguez Rojas. Hiresnel Selena. Bachelor of Science in Chemical Engineering, Ayman Omar Altuwaraki. Ayuba Atta Taru. Faith Bumstead, summa cum laude. Rosa Marie Castillo Hernandez. Dane Craig. Brad Davis, diploma presented by his father, engineering professor James Davis. Braden Dinsmore. Alexander Ditto. Benjamin Drury. Michelle Ford. William L. Johnson, Jr. Adam Johnson, summa cum laude. James Wesley Johnson. Lauren Lee. Christine Janine Bionda Wetty with distinction. John Carlos Morales Araku, cum laude. Tanya Renee Presley. Juan Rodriguez, summa cum laude. Charles Bryant Swearingen with high distinction. Jacob Williams. Ross Corbett Wiseman. Kyle Wyatt. Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Brian Aguilar. Jonathan Clemens. Samuel Raleigh Colton. Mercedes DeBeza Rodriguez. Carla J. Diaz Coro, cum laude. Joseph Edward Henn. Britt Hoffman. Jeremiah Bo Jennings. Ingeniero Juan Andres Martinez Castro, cum laude with honors distinction. Esteban Miranda Pinzon, cum laude. Christian Evan Olson. Anazia Johannes Ortega Gonzalez, cum laude. Brian Rolando Romero. Abdul Aziz Salah. Zachary Schuler. Hayden Chandler Voke. Kevin Allen Weston with highest distinction. Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Natalia Baker. John Barber. Thomas Cargal. Enrique S. Headley, cum laude. Jasante Warren. Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Nigel Castillo. Dariona Armstrong. Akina Usochukwu Ibosimba. Juan Gonzalez Lopez. Jacob Hammers. Kevin Clayton Morrison. Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Adam Bowden. Seth Brawley. Denarius Broadway. Andrew Donor. Terzulin Garcia Diaz. Craig Gifford. Spencer James Kilgore. Austin Kuklinski, cum laude. Brooks McCoy Langdon. Timothy Walter O'Toole. Zachary Osiki. Robert Hunter Pauling. Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Khalil Aharbi. Hunter A. Archer. Trevor C. Davis. Luke Dwayne Deaton. Quindarius Doss. Malik Green. Travis Gregory with distinction. Cole Harris. Christopher Hinckley with high distinction. Trent Jarrett. Aaron Johnston, cum laude. Tyler Knowles. Barrett Paul Losky. Emon Michael. Alexander Matson. Cullen Miller. Levi Miller. Maketo Nakau with distinction. Mitchell Austin Ness. Mitchell Knuckles. Andra Noel. Megan Lee Fisher. Stephen David Sontag, magna cum laude. Rio Suda. Jacob McKinney White. Reese Landon Witt with high distinction. Jonathan Williams with distinction. Nicholas James Williams. Kyle Leslie Whitman. Dean Matthew Waller will now present the degrees for the Sam M. Walton College of Business. Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Andrew Ackerman. Marcus Adair II. Nicole Adams. Muhammad Salah Aladad. Zaid Al-Bassam. Amy Lynn Apon. Lauren Archibald. Jessica Lynn Atchison. Claire Atkinson. Julia Ayala. Lindsay Jane Ayers. Lauren Elizabeth Badine. Lori Ann Bailey. Madison Bailey. Diploma presented by Michelle Bailey, her mother and Bumpers College professor. Carson Baker. Catherine Baranowski. Brent Michael Baker. William Matthew Bates. Zachary Allen Bates. Colton Blaine Battles. Emma Louise Beller. Tracy Melinda Bellinger. Joseph Bentley. Bradley Bilbo. Bailey Lachey Birchfield. Cade Black. Lindsay Bloss. Zach Bodine. Blake Allen Bohannon. Diana Borodina. Jennifer Isabel Brand. Brittany Raquel Brocotto. Cameron Brown. Kelsey Brown. Dazon Bryant. Seth Buckman. Catherine Burgess. Douglas Burke. Hallie Bynum. Brian Tanner Caples. Rodney Card. Shelby Carney. Landon Carpenter. Garrett Carson. Carol Jane Castor. Frederick Cates. Nicholas Robert Sukola, magna cum laude. Jason Chia. Eric Chiang. William Saganoro. Emilian Shamuka. Fabian Gabriel Cisneros. Brianna Cole. Nicole Connor. Emily Bryce Cook. Kyle David Cook. Jet Cordine. Hannah Cromer. Hannah Cunningham. Marissa Cusick. Carolyn Dale. Cora Daniels. Daniel Davis. Nicholas Davis. Shayla Eman Dawson, cum laude. Donley Deason. Scott Diderman. Catherine Del Cid Palma. Oksana Damaris. Austin Dennis. Joshua DeShields. Linda Jasmine Diaz. Mala Debane. Charles Dew. Tanner Hale Dobbs. Drew Dotson. Darrell Donahue. Teddy Caroline Driver. Link Duke. Mason Dufresne. LaShayla Simone English. Vanessa Esparza. Zach Itosh. Denise Nicole Faber. Connor Fatkin. Alexander B. Fulgham. Valadia Fulton. Jared Futrell. Amber Gillegly. Jonathan Gallo. Brendan Garafola. Hugo Garcia. Corey Gelvin. Jared Gilker. Ethan D. Ginn. Nicholas Goebel. Grant Goff. Sergio Gonzalez Quint. Peyton Gore. Daniel Patrick Guskos. Christy Gray. Amanda Greenwood. Meredith Griebel. Amani Griffin. Kintian Gu, Hayden Gutierrez, Sophia Nicole Hadley, Emily Grace Haggard, magna cum laude, Carrie Lamont Hairston II, Owen Hall, Rachel Marie Hall, Christian Hamlin, Madison Hanson, cum laude, Nicholas Hayes, Mackenzie Hoare, Christina Honeycutt, Christina Nicole Hobson, Chloe Hundelt, Andrew Hunt, Taylor Elizabeth Hunt, summa cum laude, Samuel Benjamin Huzar, Nicholas Irwin, Colton Isbell, Joseph Matthew Jackman, Austin Lee Jackson, Luke Jackson, Alec Jindal, Sloan Jenkins, Sebastian Jimenez, Parker Johnston, Regan Olivia Johnston, Addison Grace Jones, Hannah Nicole Jones, William Jones, Jeffrey Jordan, Courtney Megan Joseph, Tyler Kantak, Mackenzie Katsby, John Brees Cogni Tiomo, Connor Ian Kennedy, Evan Michael Kennedy, Cheyenne K. Ketcher, Courtney King, Megan Renee King, James Starr Klein Hexel, Scott Clem, Rachel Kelly Clune, Julia Kofler, Sean Crone, Madison Kroll, Ryan Ledusser, Raleigh Lane, Brooks Dwayne Langdon, Hayden Lemons, Yaneli Leon, Jared Lewinkowski, William Lewis, Courtney Lloyd, Kelly Beth London, Mason Lowe, Isaac Luke Tufeld, Lena Lohr, Mary Margaret Mugen, Atticus Mayer, Nicholas Malone, Matthew Robert Mann, Madison Danielle Martin, Ismael Martinez, Stephen McAfee, Christian McInnes, James McMain, Jeremy McMartin, Sarah Haley McMurray, Travis Mendez, Jalen Christopher, Ashley Milanowski, Victoria Rose Sani, Lindsay Rian Monica, Zachary Allen Monroe, Max Moon, Levi Morris, Ryan Moore, Chloe Mouncher, Christiana Teresa Muzar, Sandra Jeanette Nahara, Quentin Napier, Tina Wynn, Lawrence Alexander Nichols, McKenna Orcutt, summa cum laude, Clayton Pace, Luke Page, Benjamin Palmer, Rosia Alejandra Pantoja, Dan Lee Parker Jr., Jackson Ryan Parker, Alejandra Perea, Mariana Perea Terrazas, Blaine Alexander Perry, Megan Peterson, Connor Phillips, Zachary Dalton Plunkett, Madison Page Poole, Caitlin Lamar Poole, Nicholas Porter, Mitchell Potter, Ryan Austin Quattroki, Shafat Rayan, Christian Rambo, James Reed, Catherine Christine Romberg, summa cum laude, Colin Richardson, Anna Claudia Rivera, Blake Roth, Joel Robinson, Marissa Rogers, Jeremy David Rook, Chance Ross, Blair Roy, Connor Wren, Kendra Salvatore, Cyrillic Semontri, Nikki Saylor, Daisy Daniela Sandoval, Ryoga Sasaki, Yuga Sasaki, Colin Seeley, Diane Shade, Brett Shoemate, Grant Michael Sitka, Lindsay Simpson, cum laude, Anna Sinclair, Austin Smalley, Frederick T. Smith, Jr., Daniel James Smith, Hunter D. Smith, Mitchell Hayden Smith, Quentin Smith, Savannah Ross Snyder, Addison Sowers, Blake Spain, Nadia Spurk, Casey Stamps, Hunter Standridge, Kayla Stapleton, cum laude, Kendall Staten, Rachel Parker Steinbach, Jet Stevens, Allison Page Stewart. Camille Strange, cum laude. Cameron Sokomeli. Bo Swift. Branch Terrell. Grayson Tharp. Zachary Thompson. Grant Cameron Thorburn. Hunter Tipton. Megan Tolar. Patrick Tomlinson. Ryan Tornillo. Caitlin Tucker, cum laude. Jose Valverde. Martin Nash Verhes. Claire Elise Vijay, magna cum laude with honors. Brooke Elise Wade. Stephanie Elena Walker. Forrest Ward. Field Kinley Wasson. Alexander Cole Waterman. Lauren Weaver, diploma presented by her father, Jeff Weaver, Vice Chancellor for Advancement at University of Arkansas, Monticello. Gregory Watson, cum laude. Christine Weddle. Kevin Williams. Thomas Ulinzi Ligashon Williams, Jr. Blake Willie. Dylan Wolf. Tanner Don Thomas Worley. Yeli Ming Yang. Lucas Ayrton Zambrano. Nan Zong. Mung Chun Jo, cum laude. Bachelor of Science in International Business, Dulce Maria Cervantes. Reagan McKenzie Cochran. Alexander Fulkerson. Caitlin Goodman, summa cum laude. Andrew Kincaid, magna cum laude. Matthias Roja DeLay. And our most famous graduate for this year, Caroline Kate Robeson. Thanks for all that happened. I got so excited at the moment.
Again, congratulations to each of our graduates. We are extremely proud of you. I also want to make sure we recognize our graduates' parents, their spouses, partners, and family members whose patience and support and prayers have brought you to this point. Graduates, please show your appreciation for these very special people. And there's another group of people whom I'd like to congratulate for helping you earn your degrees, and that's our outstanding faculty. I know they made a difference in your lives. May I ask the faculty of the University of Arkansas to please stand and to please be recognized. Thank you for what you do. Now let me invite Director of the Arkansas Alumni Association, Brandy Cox, up here to say just a few brief words. Brandy?
Thank you, Chancellor Steinmetz. On behalf of the Arkansas Alumni Association, I congratulate you on joining the ranks of more than 150,000 Arkansas alumni around the world. As your time as students comes to a close, your time as alumni is just beginning, and you are forever a part of the University of Arkansas family. There are two important opportunities as alumni I'd like you to embrace. Number one, stay connected to the University of Arkansas wherever you are. There are over 40 active alumni chapters throughout the United States, 15 alumni societies, as well as an international alumni society. Number two, stay involved with this great community you joined today and build connections with your extended U of A family. Be sure and stay in touch with them and connect to one another, building relationships. Finally, your name will soon be etched on Senior Walk. Please know, yes, you become part of an important, unique tradition on this campus and in all of higher education. Congratulations, my fellow alumni.
Thank you, Brandy. Before we close, I'd like to thank Professor Kurt Rome, Professor John Clark, and Ms. Amanda Cantu for flawlessly announcing all of the graduate names today. I'd also like to thank the faculty, staff, volunteers, and musicians who had a role in today's ceremony, including the brass quintet. Thank you very much. May I now ask everyone to please stand for the alma mater and recessional march before exiting Bud Walton Arena through the east and west doors. For our graduates, please do not leave until escorted by a marshal. Again, heartiest congratulations to all our graduates.
Watches my soul.
Congratulations.
that a good timing?